you guys are doing good. Thank you for putting this event together. First of all, this is awesome. You know what I mean? My name's Godfrey, aka boomboxhead. I made a little tool called Boom Tools, and I want to talk to you guys a little bit about VRM avatars and avatar interoperability, creating these avatars, and just a little brief overview about Boom Tools and its open source nature. So, let me just get rid of that. We got a couple places you can find it. It's on the GitHub. We've done a few projects now of boomboxheads V2s. We did Coldy's project. We're also working on Anadas right now, and it's a pretty cool way to create a multi-format NFT. So what it does is it makes an image and a collectible 3D GLB, and it prepares the ERC metadata as well. So it takes a bunch of 3D assets that you have gathered, and it'll compile those into the format you need to put together a VRM collection. So it runs on Unity 3D right now. It's been upgraded to actually 2022, I think. But on the GitHub, it'll show the documentation on which version it is, and it's regularly updated. But overall, it's a Unity project that you can download, and once you get it up and running, there's a bunch of layers that you customize to set up the randomization. So it does two things. It does randomization, as well as it can load in metadata from previous collections. So if you have a 2D collection, you're trying to make a 3D collection, you can prepare all those 3D files and the metadata, and it'll actually go one by one and load in all that. So it works with the GLB format, exports a collectible, kind of like you see on the left. And then as far as the VRMs, it uses Uni VRM to export those from Unity. And it's open source, and you can get this right now. So let's see what else we got here. We're working on some extra tools soon to help with texture atlasing, optimization, and other things like that. But overall, it's set up, with a standard shader for now. The output for the images are 4K, so that's cool. Very crispy. I have a version of HDRP Boom Tools, but I'm just still working on it. But I should release that soon. A newer version of Unity with a little bit more HDR stuff if you're interested in that. And it does the whole thing. It'll export you a bunch of NFTs and highly rich dynamic NFTs. And if you want to look at the metadata real quick, you'll notice there's an attribute called VRM URL up here. And VRM URL is the URL that a lot of metaverses have been adopting to load in these VRM avatars. So you can see that there's a GLB on the animation URL, and that's what gives us the 3D preview on OpenSea. The image, as you know, is the image, and then the VRM URL is how this standard is slowly coming around, and people are starting to adopt it more and more. And we're going to use them, of course, right here in Hyperfy and a whole bunch of other places. Pretty much everywhere is starting to adopt VRMs, I would say. We're using IPFS to store them. So IPFS is our storage medium, and most platforms let you mint these things. We used Zora to mint my collection, but it's just like any other NFT. It's just a little bit of custom metadata. So thank you guys for watching. That was Boom Tools. You can get that at github/gm3/boom-tools, or you can catch a link on Twitter. Thanks, guys. Well, if there's any questions, I'm down to take questions. Do you want to wait till after, or Jen, or how? Or
No, I think you should ask them now. Or anybody that has a question can type into the chat.
Okay.
Or just, we don't have a system right now. It's like a button or a line. We could do like a microphone stand here in the future. But just kind of walk towards the stage if you intend on asking a question, so we could maybe form a line or something.
Okay. Yeah, I think a lot of people here are familiar with the old Boom Tools, but yeah, sure. Yeah, I think looks like we have no questions, but if you guys ever wanted to learn more about it or need any help using it, I'm gonna work on some tutorials, and just hit me up in Discord, and I'll walk you through it.
All right.
Cool.
Thank you, boomboxhead.